Another Pleasant Valley Sunday. Hey. All right, guys, what's up? It's going to be a shorter review than I anticipated. Today's Sunday, September 14th. It's 5:49 a.m. Anyways, I usually get up a little bit earlier on Sundays, about 4:30, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, even 3 o'clock, and come into the office here and chill out, and then usually do a review. Well, last night wasn't the greatest night. Last night was actually a really shitty night. So I went to bed a little bit earlier thinking that I would wake up earlier, but I didn't. Guys, I actually woke up at, I woke up, used the restroom, went back to bed, but I woke up at 5 something. So I've only been up for 20 minutes. I haven't had any chill time. I haven't had my coffee. But anyways, I really wanted to do this review. It's really hard to do on Sundays. Everybody gets up, and if you guys have families, you know how chaotic it can get. But it's also football season, and these boys play at noon. Chiefs play at 3 o'clock. Truth is, I usually nap. Chiefs always, back in the day when they weren't Super Bowl champions, always played at noon. Cowboys always play at 3. So Chiefs got a lot more primetime games over the last couple of years, definitely. But anyways, guys, good morning. This review is going to be on Lynx 4mm Figaro and 18 karat gold. Okay. What I'm wearing here is the 3.2 millimeter. And I'm gonna go ahead and tuck this cross in. Let's try these out together. So, what do I feel about this? Guys, these come in, what are they? 3.2, 4, and 4.5. And 18 karat so far. I don't know of any other sizes. If you do, put it down there in the comments. So old, guys, I'm just thinking about how I can't see with these dang glasses on. So one side has absolutely nothing on it. And then on the other side, it says FJ 18 karat on both clasps. Over here and over here. And then on the other side, nut and honey. So let's go ahead and pair this up. So I've got the 22-inch on right now, which is 3.2. But still want a 24-inch 4mm and see what that looks like, guys. I almost got the 22-inch to be the 4mm, something that I wear all the time. But, which is this one, I went with the 3.2 to wear up here at all times. So, this is the Fig. So I have the Fig paired up. Now, I'm not going to put this on and pair it up again because this necklace right here is actually sold. Shout out Alonzo. And so, but what I want to do is, I kind of want to show you what that will look like up against the Jacoji curve. Because this is kind of a Cuban looking chain. Look at the shine on that. Man, you're going to love that guy when you get it. So, 3.2. 4mm, 22, 24-inch. Wow. Guys, I was going to throw standard or a mini size Boss Cross on here. Let you kind of see that. However, when I put it on last night, it's a little long because it's 24 inches for me. So the cross actually comes down to here. Let me tuck this away. So here's the thing about this Fig. When I wear a 4mm Cuban, baby curve, anything, it just, it doesn't look, it looks a little thinner on me. To me, it almost looks, when it's 24 inches or something and it's real thin and it's a flat link, I don't know if it looks real good or not. However, the Figaros, this chain right here, you guys know that I sold this one in order to get another chain. What's it gonna be? Does anybody know? I've seen a lot of guesses. I've had a lot of guesses. Some of you guys have nailed it. Somebody messaged me with the exact chain that I'm buying. So you guys have really got a good, you know, taste of the channel and what it tastes like. But you kind of know what we have here and what we like. But anyway, so I bought that other one, the Figaro, and I thought, well, you know, if I'm gonna hold it up. I had been wearing the 4mm Figaro with the 4mm Jacocci curve. And so it was kind of looking like that, and I really liked it. But I ended up selling that and another chain to order that other chain, and I've considered selling this because I have this Figaro. But the thing is, when I throw this chain on, I like it. I like the thinness of it. I like the design of it. I like that it's super, super comfortable. Like, what did it weigh? Plow. 15.9. Thank you, Susie. But anyway, so 16 grams, guys. So that's a real light chain. It's something that, but it's got some presence to it. So if I'm back here, have you seen the videos when I lean back? Some of it doesn't look real good. Guys, look at that. That's not bad. And so you come home and maybe you've got a headache, maybe you're stressed out, maybe you're going out and you got a headache and you're stressed out. You don't really want to wear that 70-gram chain or whatever. Throw this on, and now you've got it. Yeah, that looks good with anything, guys. I've had this with t-shirts, I've had this on with hoodies, and now CD Lamb jersey. Some of you guys may be like, which 88 is that? Is that Drew Pearson? Is that Michael? Is that Dez? And CD. So, is that Antonio Bryant? No. I am on the edge. Okay, so when I ordered that other chain, the plan was to go ahead and sell this one as well, because I was stacking this with the other chain. And then also, the main thing was just to have a Figaro as my chain. And so I'm going to pull that out, push that back in. Guys, I have that 18 karat gold white Boss Cross today on, and I'm wearing that tricolor rope I got from Ricky. So, but here, and you can kind of see, like, this is all over the place. It may not lay completely flat, especially when you're two-chaining it, but this one does. And guys, there's nothing wrong with that look right here. So if you, no matter what chain you have up here, whether it's a thinner rope or whatever, and again, links are easier to pair with links, rounds are easier to pair with rounds, and you guys will find out why when you do it. Because a lot of times you're constantly, say the round's up here, you're constantly fixing it, or you're down here because it's twisting, or this is out there like that, you know, and so it looks, you get this kind of effect. Really, I don't care. If you sit at an office most of the time, then, or whatever, you know, guys, that's going to be fine. And if you don't mind adjusting it. Again, was going to put a pendant to show you guys. And then I just thought, you know, I actually gave my wife, today's Sunday, I gave my wife her Boss Cross back up. And I said, hey, you know, I was going to do this on a video, but just go ahead and wear it. Tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to put it on there. However, if you guys do want to see it with a pendant, I will throw one on there. I will throw on this 14 karat gold. And this is a good thing because this is a heavy pendant. It's heavier than the crosses. I think this weighs like 11 or something. But also it's 14 karat. And why is that a good thing? Because that's why I really like 18 karat gold, guys. Because 18 is right in between that 14 and that 22, literally. 4 and then 4 this way, 4 that way. And if you were to get a pendant that's 14 karat gold, it's not going to look so yellowed out versus that natural orange color of gold. Check her out. 2 chains. And I would definitely wear that today if I wasn't wearing my cross. So this was a Thursday or a Monday night game. This may be something that I would wear. And you can see, guys, okay, so the flat links. Here it is. So you see how this guy's hanging out here? Well, that don't look too bad when they match up, right? Or if it's just a flat under a flat, not too bad at all because you really can't tell. But when she's round, boys, she's round. She's a fat bottom girl. She's rolling out all over the place. So you've really got to pick what you're wearing. And I'm going to... But yeah, as for just that by itself, I liked it. I wore this with that mini Boss Cross, and I really did like it. It's different. Different as in every Italian person on The Sopranos wears a cross on a Figaro. It's not that common, or it's not that uncommon, guys. The Figaro has been around for a long, long time. Let me just say, if you have this chain, and this is a chain that you wear all the time, that was your chain, and then you saw a pendant, you're not going to buy it and just throw it on there. But anyways, the cross looked pretty good. With what I was wearing last night and then being a mini cross, I thought, you know what, I'm not going to do that. If I put on a pendant, I'll throw on, because even the mini angel, they're all kind of about the same size, right? So here's that mini angel. That's it fluttering away, guys. But yeah, no, I really like this. I could definitely wear that. And so that's where I'm kind of at. Do I get rid of this chain? Because I really like it. I wanted the Figaro because of sentimental reasons. And I loved being able to wear it. But now that I have this one, because I had 2 nights in a row we've slept together. Okay, we've got something special. This 3.2. So you people that keep asking me if I want to sell it, you just remember, I'm just playing. But again, like most of my chains now, you guys are absolutely cool to shower in your chains and stuff. It's just when I get home, I take my jewelry off when I go into the shower because I want to be as relaxed as possible. When I put it back on when I get out. However, I'd put on every piece and jump into the freaking lake. I don't care. It's going to be fine. So there's that with a pendant. Let me go ahead and do a few more things because I'm supposed to technically wake my family up at 6 on Sundays. My wife, not my family. And it is 6:01 because I woke up late. So this video is probably going to go another 15 minutes, maybe. 15 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't know. So I ordered the 22 karat mini Boss Cross. Right now, this is an 18 karat gold white. I have a 18 karat white gold heavy cable link that I usually was going to wear that. But guys, I'm really in love with this tri rope that I got from Ricky. So let me hold these up together. Again, this 4mm may be for sale. I've hit up a few people seeing if there was interest. I know there's one individual, I'm not going to say his name, that has asked about it. We've talked about it, guys. If I'm going to sell it, though, he's got first call because he actually asked me about it and we've been talking about it. But as I wear it last night, I'm thinking, you know, man, it's just a good chain to have, just to throw on the side here. And for the days that you really don't want to have anything, or maybe if you just don't feel good at all, throw that on. But I really love this chain right here too, guys. So check this out. Can you tell a huge difference? I can. I'd skin. So 3.2 over here, doom, doom, doom. And then 4mm over here, that way. So the shine factor is equal on both. Now, of course, ropes, I know, like, you know, Tri-Truth, Mike, my guy, will say that, like, the smaller ropes shine better or shine more, have more. And that's because, to me, when you get into the bigger sizes, and this is not a rope, so this is going to be totally different. But see how they reflect the same? However, that bigger one has more surface to reflect off of. See if I can get them even here. Yeah. Whereas a rope, you know, the bigger ones, like say a 6-7mm, you know, each cut's like drum. So as it turns, it just kind of dances like this. Whereas like a smaller rope, shout out Diego 4mm, that thing, it just, when you walk, it kind of rolls, which just makes it explode with light. So I absolutely love the Figaros. I know they're not as popular as they used to be. I think that the Miami Cuban and the Jacoji Curbs are my favorite link chains, because I know they are. However, I don't know if these chains, if everyone shouldn't own a Fig. If you like this, if you're on the edge, or if you were a child of the 2000s, you know, and by that I don't mean baby, I mean graduated high school, like late 90s, early 2000s, guys. Silver Figaros were where it was at. And white gold was super flippin' popular back then too. It wasn't just the you know, the Figaro. White gold was popping. It was platinum or white gold were the two big things. And platinum, everybody, because of like rappers and stuff, everybody thought, I mean, not everybody, but I think a lot of us thought platinum was worth more than gold forever. And gold in 2002, when I graduated, was $350 an ounce. It's $3,600 now. So platinum may have not been too far behind back then. It is now. So this is the 4mm LinxResale 18 karat gold 4mm Figaro. And this is a Jacoji heavy link. Okay, this is the heavy link version. This is the 3.2mm. This is 23 inches, 18 karat gold as well. So check that out. Remember, round chains always look bigger, okay? Not just on camera, in real life, everywhere. So 3.2, 4, they look about the same size, right, guys? So always remember that. If you're wanting to pair a link chain, just remember that that rope chain or whatever, Franco, is going to look bigger, okay? So if you had a 4mm flat link and a 4mm rope, the rope's gonna look huge, okay? You may wanna go with a 4mm flat link and maybe a 3.5 rope, because the 3.5 at diamond cut is gonna be sliced down. They're gonna be pretty close together, guys. But I have this one at 24 and this one at 23, so I can actually show you what that looks like paired up. I was pairing, pretty much this 3.2mm is like the center. She's the queen bee of the heavy link here. And because I took this chain and I had it cut down from 26 to 23, it's one of the best decisions I ever made. Because I absolutely love the 22, I love 24, but guess what? Right there in the middle, now you put a pendant on it, it hangs perfectly. Or, you know, if you guys have seen the other videos, I've made a lot about it, because it takes some balls, guys, to take a necklace and cut it, because you can't go back and say, well, I don't like that. Let's go ahead and glue these other 2 inches back on here. But Figaro wise, and okay, so this is the look that I was wearing with that Jacoji curb. I had the 3.2mm heavy link and then the 4mm Jacoji curb. I am not wearing that anymore, because once the money shipped over, guys, that's no longer my necklace. Even though it's in my possession, it's no longer mine. I'm just holding it for this guy until I can ship it Monday. So is this look okay? I like it, but you have to remember the heavy link weighs 38.6. This guy weighs 15.9. So with that heavy link down here, it stayed a little more. This guy is going to move. Okay, so it's going to move all over the place. Let's see if I can wiggle around it. So that may not be something you want to do, because this 4mm and that 3.2, yes, they look really good together. However, this is going to roll around, guys. I wore it like this at work to see. That's the great thing. One of the great things about being able to go there is where I work is I can put on different chains and stuff like that, help a few customers, and then I go and look in the mirror and I'm like, okay, well, this looks like crap now, because, you know, bending down right and stuff. And then I go in there and this is all folded up and you're untangling it like this, just like that. So, and that's the round thing. So that may be something that you want to consider doing, not doing. So there's that. And then this is it by itself, guys. Like I said, so when I put on a 4mm Jacoji curb, and I would throw it on, but I feel kind of weird doing it because, like I said, it's his chain now. And I know he wouldn't care. He's a cool dude, but that's what I'm saying. If I just didn't feel good and I just wanted a piece of gold on, this is going to be a hard sell. This may be one of the harder chains to sell. And the reason why is because it's not extremely expensive. It is expensive now, but what you're going to pay for it or what I'm going to sell it for is like what I buy it. And so it's one of those things that maybe, you know, you compare with, but maybe when I get the other chain, I don't know how it would look with it, the surprise chain. You know, maybe I should just throw it in there and keep it because I did like it with that helmet on there. So this one may be for sale. It may not be for sale. I don't know if someone really, really wants it and wants to make me an offer on it. Or I've actually told a few people that I would sell it for whatever. And if, again, this one individual doesn't want it, then, you know, and I didn't, you know, and I decided not to keep it. And it's not because I don't want it, guys. I think it's one of the greatest chains that I own. When I emailed Braden, I was in between the 4 and the 4.5, and I didn't say anything. I just ordered the 4. I said, do you think I should go 4.5? And he just, you know, or the 4. And he said, well, you ordered the 4. And I think that the 4 is one of the better looking chains, especially in 18 karat that he's seen. So I got it. And let me just show you. So if I would have got this 4mm at 22 inches, guys, that's what it looks like. And I like that, but see how it to me, it's when it gets bigger up here, even the 4mm, and that looks great, it takes up more room. Whereas the thinner chains, if I just pull them out like that, I feel like they look like they belong more. So here's that 24-inch 4mm. Here's that 22-inch 3.2mm. And that's just kind of how this has been going, guys. So the video has been going on for 22 minutes and 22 seconds. I'm not going to keep you much longer. However, I did want to show this off. I've had questions about the Figaro a lot. A lot of people wanted the Figaro and the 4mm Jacoji curb videos. The Figaro video is just now getting around here. And I'm not going to lie, guys. I absolutely love this chain. I love it a lot. It's going to be one of the tricky ones because I'm only keeping stuff that's practical. However, it's very practical. It's very comfortable. It's just, do you want to wear it? Would you wear it by itself? And the answer is yes, I think. I would even wear it like this. And that's the thing. This is my chain somewhere that I don't want to ever take off. This is that 3.2mm. This is going to make some memories with me. But look, if I want to wear it with this, does it look bad? Absolutely not. Not in my opinion. I'm looking up here, and I think it looks pretty good. I think I look good. No, I think it looks pretty good, guys. But looks great on the 8.8. But anyways, so I did this video. I've got a few more videos. I'll, of course, do one on the 22 karat Boss Cross when it comes in. I will do at least one more on styling. So, you know, this with this and that 23-inch with this, or because I'm going to go ahead and take this Figaro off here, guys, because I'm not wearing it today. Show you up close one more time. If you're on the edge of getting one of these, jump off because it's awesome. And I'm going to tell you, what I have kind of told people before is I wanted a Figaro, and I've owned the Jacoji classic Figaros and the Figaro. Okay, so the 7mm was the one that I got, and I've had a 5. I was just so in my head about I cannot buy. It's kind of like not wanting to buy a Miami Cuban unless it's in Miami. Otherwise, it's just a Cuban, right? Just a Cuban. So I was just in my head. I didn't want to buy a Figaro unless it was Italian made. Because, come on, Figaro, right? So I'm sorry about that, guys. It's my sinuses. I just woke up. I'm very sorry. I know that's weird, and I have no idea what the microphone's going to make it sound like. But anyways, I'm not going to buy one unless it's Italian made. I'm going to wait this. Guys, when it comes to the Lynx, look at this. When I looked at everything else, I love these because it reminds me kind of the concave curb, because it feels almost like it sinks down in the middle and the sides stick up. It's got a pretty good thickness, right, for a Figaro. And I know that's thin, but that's what I'm saying. Just the light on the edge here. This thing is a beautiful, beautiful chain. If you're on the fence from getting a 3.2 or a 4mm, get whatever one you want. If you're in between size, you don't know if you should go up bigger, go bigger. The reason I went smaller is because I've been there, guys. I kind of knew what I wanted, and I wanted a thinner chain up here. So, you know, if someone were to be like, well, would you want a 3.2 or a 5 up here? It's like I would want the 3.2. That's why I picked it. It wasn't a, should I get the 3.2 or a 4? And then landed on the 3.2 because of money or anything else like that. If that would have been the case, I would have waited and just got the 4. Same thing with the 4 and the 4.5, which is what we were doing today. If I was in between and I just wanted a chain that's going to show, you know, more presence, you know, then I would probably get the 4.5. If, you know, if I'm going for something that's just a subtle, clean look like this, then that's probably what I'm going to go for. I'm not going to lie. You guys ask me what my favorite chain is. I don't know if this is my favorite chain, but we're buddies. She goes with a lot of stuff. I'll show you one more time. Just because this is a Figaro video, even though it's for the 4, and we're going to give this guy its own video. She'll get her own. This has been one of the most liked looks that I've had. I've had more comments on this one from you guys than anybody. Or you guys and everybody are. You guys and other people more than any other chains setup that I've had. This is the, again, sorry, 3.2mm flat, or 3.2mm LinxResale 18 karat gold Figaro with a Jacoji 3.2 23-inch chopped 18 karat heavy link. And this, guys, is probably my look because this chain's very sentimental to me. Don't know if you know the story about it, but it's very sentimental. And then this guy right here is my guy. Look at that. So that's why, you know, having an odd number chain like 23, where you guys saw the 24 underneath, it looked really good. And you saw now this Figaro above it. Do I think this Fig, okay, good look. Good look. Okay, let's tuck this in. Do I think this Figaro right here would have looked as good on top? I don't. But that's just me. Do I think it looks bad? Absolutely not. I mean, that looks really cool. That looks good. But just for the look that I wanted, guys, just because it's something that I want, that doesn't mean it's bad. Doesn't mean it looks wrong. It may look better on you than it does anybody else. I mean, your body style, everything else is different. This 23-inch here may hang down to here to you on you. It may be a choker. The thing is, find what you love and wear it. So, with that being said, guys, the Figaro chains from LinxResale.com are fire, okay? I remember when he first opened Lynx, I think the old outdoorsman, he sent him some chains to review, and he really liked that Figaro, and he wasn't a Figaro guy. I'm a Figaro guy because of the history of it for me, you know, the nostalgia, you know, what it means to me. And so now I have this one that I can literally wear. There we go. I got a hoodie on under this, guys. Of course I do. Something that I can wear all the time. Now, here's another thing, guys, on this one. I know I'll get off of it. This look right here is something, let me go ahead and fix it, that I wanted to achieve for a long, long time. Every chain, flat chain that I pair up with a round chain at the same length with a pennant, just didn't look good on me. Mark from the Tri-Truth, he rocks that like a concave or with his rope chain, with his crucifix or whatever, and it looks good. For me, because everybody's bodies are different, styles are different, I could wear that same setup and it wouldn't look good on me. However, I finally found the right rope and the right size link that I liked, and it just, I wanted to see what that looked like. I do this with every chain setup that I get to see. I've never found one I liked. Of course, this is a white gold cross. I threw it on there just to be different because this is the tri-gold rope. And I know that probably the yellow gold would look the best. However, I'm going white gold. But when I threw on this and then I put that on, and I thought, well, that's it. There it is. That's the size. This is a 2.3 and a 3.2. So a 2.3 millimeter rope, 22 inches, and a 3.2 millimeter, Figaro, 18 karat. And then the tri-eighth, I've never found one in 18, guys. Those are only 14. If you know where to get 18, let me know. This is not one from Jacoji. This is Italy. They came from Lynx. But I'm assuming it was a used one. So this is what I'm wearing today. You can achieve that same thing with the 4 millimeter. Probably get, instead of getting a 2.3, maybe get the 3 millimeter rope. You could achieve probably the same kind of look, guys. So we're at 30 minutes. This has been a long video, but for one of the most classic, iconic chains that there has ever been, it didn't deserve anything less than the best. So you guys, I'm gonna go start waking people up. My buddy should be over here in about 30 minutes. It's Madden, it's game day. Who's your team? Go Cowboys.